Good evening on day 25 of the Walk With Me challenge. I am out just before the sun sets. I kept saying to my family, I've got to get out before the sun goes down, and it felt like it was disappearing so quickly. And I want to follow up this evening on what I was talking about yesterday, which, in case you didn't see it, was relating to how you navigate life when you are in something and experiencing something, and how that can be how the Walk With Me practice can help you with that. But I mentioned a couple of different other sort of scenarios that I find people come to me with. So the one is when you're in it, that's today, that's the present reality. One of the others is maybe when you are striving for something, you have a specific goal in mind, and the other is where you are trying to move away from something. In really simple terms, you can think about this as if you're either trying to move away from something, you are in something, or you want to move towards something. And listen, sometimes it's a combination of all of those, because our life is made up of the past, the present, and our aspirations for the future. And I was thinking on this, and I thought, well, actually, I think whichever it is that seems most relevant to you, and like I say, there may well be a combination of all of them. We've all got something in our past, busyness of today, and so on. But I think that there are three things that we need to do, Spotty, stay to heel, in order to be able to move, feel like we're progressing, change, make progress. A little fly on me. And in really simple terms, okay, Spotty, come to heel before I get into the field, otherwise he has a mind of his own. Spotty, come right here. Right here. In really, really simple terms, because there is so much more depth to our lives than I can give credit to really in a really short video. But let me just say right now that if you need to delve into that, that's what I'm here for. But for the purpose of this video, 3 steps that whatever it is that you are navigating, past, present, future, 3 things that we need to do. Number 1, we have to let go of the past. There is so much to be said on this, because that sounds like such a flippant and easy thing to say. And Spotty, stay to heel. It is far harder to do in real life. But that is what we must do. And when I say let go of the past, though, let me give it a different spin, a different perspective that might help to make that more digestible if you are struggling with this particular thing. What I mean is, you need to find peace with it, a peaceful way of looking at things that have happened. And the reason for that is that they have happened and we can't change it. So the only way to release ourselves from that is to find a peace. And in really simple terms, as I said, it's to let go of the past. The second thing we need to do is to get really honest about our present. Now, if there is one thing that will be familiar, not only to me, because I'm a human being too, but to all of us, is that we, with the best will in the world, bullshit ourselves into submission about what we're experiencing, what we're going through, and what's going on for us. So we have to create change from a place of compassionate reality. So reality as in facing up to what is, but compassionate because this is not a self-blame game. It's an honesty game. It's just being clear on, in order to move forwards, where is it that you're starting from? And the third thing that we need to do is to embrace our future. Now, I'm sort of related a little bit to this in my video last night. In terms of being able to get yourself out of the rut, you have to start to connect with what might lie beyond, even if you're not entirely sure what that is. But let's be honest, most people don't actually let their dreams in. We have this incredibly unhelpful belief system, often incredibly unhelpful belief system, that will tell us that something isn't possible for us. That's all right for them because they are, I don't know, pretty rich, wealthy, successful, qualified, whatever it might be. Or they're not having to deal with what I'm dealing with, right? This is a belief system that says all of these things. And what it does is it kind of just pushes our dreams and desires out of the way as not possible, not for me. We just tend to look around and go, well, this is just what life is for me, right? Nothing else is more viable. So embracing what you want and getting really clear on what that looks like for you is just, it is one of the most important pieces because it helps to give context to where you are now and where you've been before, which might be painful, might be difficult, but it's what's on the other side that makes all of that worthwhile. I hope that makes sense. But there's another layer that I want to add to all three of those steps, and that's understanding. So you want to let go of the past, but with understanding. So understanding and compassion about what you have experienced. We want to be honest about our present, but with understanding about what it is that has brought us here and what it is that we have, maybe some of the choices that we've made, or the experiences, sometimes external, right? Not choices, but just things that have been dealt to us that have brought us to where we are now in our present day. And this is the real kicker in many ways, is to then add that layer of understanding to embracing what you want. Because by understanding in that context, well, in all of them actually, what I mean is meaning. What is the meaning of it? What would it mean to you, for instance, to achieve something, to move beyond where you are right now, to experience something different in your life, to achieve those goals, those successes, whatever that might be for you. And it just seems to me, and do you know what, I think that sort of explanation came to me as I was sort of contemplating these videos over the last few days. But actually, if you look at my logo, and this has been there for ever since I started doing this anyway, which is embrace, embody, evolve. There's actually a fourth step, which is elevate. But embracing who you are, embodying who you want to be, and evolving into the highest version of that, whilst always knowing that there's another level if you want it to be, to elevate to. And I do truly believe that. But just to recap on those then, is whatever it is that you're navigating, let go of what has been with understanding. Get honest about where you are with understanding. And embrace where you want to go with understanding, meaning, compassion. These things are so important. I hope you find that helpful. Message me if you need me. I'll see you in the group.